Blessings and greetings and blessings, blessed souls. We're alive because we didn't stay alive in Torah Chaim, instructions of life, Torah Chesed, in terms of kindness, Torah Racham, and mercies. This is part two of what was the secret of the splitting of the Red Sea. The inspirations from a Hasidic discourse, a mimer that was delivered by the Lubavitcher Rebbe, Schusi Yoga and Leno, may his merits protect us, in 1985, which corresponds to the year 5745. So let's go a little deeper into this matter. And also, I want to bring to your attention that we're learning for the elevation of the soul of Amin ben Gelina, who was killed on October 7th, Esther Bas Yair, who passed away on 1st Rosh Chodesh Adar this year, and Benjamin Zechariah ben Alexander Zalman, who passed away tragically, less than 1 year old, on the 9th of Shvat this year, the Hebrew calendar year. So there's this idea of thought, and that thought, we have to go beyond the process of thinking, which is not so simple, but thinking in human terms, in terms of just human rationality. Because the Torah, which is a divine teaching, goes beyond, is super rational. I'm not exactly sure. Supra. And the Mashiach, the Messiah's Torah, will correspond to the world of godly thought, but the level of human thought, which now is dominating the earth, because humans are the most dominant force on the earth from a creation standpoint, more influential than the fiercest lion or tiger or a great white shark or whatever is at the bottom of some deep trench in the abyss of the ocean. So when the thoughts of the world, of just human intellect, devoid of godly perceptions, is nullified, this will allow for the lights of the thoughts of the Torah of the Mashiach, the Messiah, to be revealed. We also can gain deeper understandings into consciousness of the Creator by observing ourselves, human beings. One of the terms that's used for a human is called Adam, which has a similar three-letter root as the term for domeh, which means similar in English, which teaches us that Adam is domeh le'elyon. A human being has some sort of similarity to the divine, but we're not gods. We can be very sanctified human beings with very holy thoughts. And when we start to appreciate greater the inner dimensions of our human faculties, we can get an insight into what the Almighty is transmitting to us from a level beyond human thought and the level of godly thought, which then we break down to our teeny tiny revealed consciousness, assisted and empowered by our divine image, our divine intellect. Yes, we do have faculties of speech and thought, and the distinction between speech and thought is similar to the comparison between revelation and concealment. When we speak, we're basically revealing at one level or another our inner thoughts. Maybe not every dimension of our inner thoughts, but what I was thinking, now I'm speaking, tells you what I'm thinking about. By contrast, thought, which is not connected to speech, is hidden. The Talmud teaches us, just get off the track here, it's good to cite sources for people who want to look it up. Let's go here to page 4 here. This is a book that was composed by Rabbi David Rothschild about 25 years ago, and he did a marvelous job, and he gave me permission to read from this book as I am. Let's just go here to page 4, because we're not perfect. Here we go to page 4. And man does not know what is in his friend's heart. That's from the tractate of Pesachim, which is the oral Torah tradition of how to keep the Passover holiday, page 54, side B, and also in the Midrash Koheles Rabbah, Ecclesiastes Rabbah, chapter 12, section 10. But when a person wants to transfer that which was suddenly revealed from his heart to share with his other friend, he'll share it freely, openly, through the faculty of speech. In the same manner, we want to continue that, the Almighty decided in His ultimate wisdom to make His revealed Torah known, and He chose that Moses, the mighty Levite prophet, should receive it on Mount Sinai. But before He did so, the Creator chose to remove the obstacle that inhibited speech's revelation. That's why He split the sea, which is likened to kingship, Malchut, which is the final sphere or configuration in the world of emanation, meaning there was a containment system within the world of emanation, otherwise known as Olam Atzilus, the world of intellect, and the Malchus, which is retaining these supernal wisdoms up above, had to be struck in a certain way to release what could be released from the sphere, the divine conduit of kingship. However, that was in the beginning, at the Genesis stage, so to speak, of the nation of Israel, when we went out of the halachic realm of children of Noah and became the children of Israel. But when we're talking about a level of Torah that's never been revealed before, Torah Chadasha Itatetze, the Torah of the Mashiach, the Messiah, it's in a whole different manner. For the inner Torah is alluding to the Creator's attribute of thought. Now, the attribute of speech, the Creator revealed at Mount Sinai with the, so to speak, 10 commandments, which are really 613 commandments, later to be fully developed and more actualized through the 7 mitzvahs, the Rabbanan. When this inner Torah, relating to the Creator's attribute of thought, is revealed, it will be grasped by our sense of sight. A person will not only know what lies within his friend's heart, was able to actually see what is in his friend's heart. Now, for some people that might be scary, therefore we want to purify our hearts, right? And someone who can see through our heart. And I have met people who are mind readers, Torah scholars, tzaddikim. They exist within the Torah realm. So we have to ask a question: what is the connection between the Torah of the Mashiach, the Messiah, and be able to see? And isn't the Torah of Mashiach, as mentioned before, the Torah of thought? And we already learned that hearing is inferior to seeing. So Micah, a prophet in the days of old, who made a pronouncement, a prophecy about the future redemption, I will show him wondrous things. And that's in the book of Micah, Sefer Micah, book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 15. And King David himself poured out his heart to the Creator. In chapter 119, verse 18, open my eyes that I may behold wondrous things out of your Torah. These verses, blessed souls, are addressing the magnificent soon-to-be revelation of the Messiah, the Mashiach that we, the 12 tribes of Israel, are looking forward to, greeting, accepting, and following the instructions of the Messiah. The Hebrew word for wonder, Pella, also alludes to the crown, the Keter, in the uppermost sphere, in the uppermost divine conduit. When the Nun is placed before this word, wondrous, It's a reference to the inner dimension of the crown, the supernal crown, Atik. Nun is the numerical equivalent of 50. Thus, the prophet Micah or Micah and King David, the sweet singer of Israel, hinted to the 50th wonder, the 50th gate of understanding, which has never been revealed to human beings here down on earth, but the Mashiach, the Messiah, will reveal it. Now, when we look at the letters of Pella, which is basically Pei, Lamed, Hey, and we reverse the Pei, Lamed, Hey to Aleph, Lamed, Pei, we come up with the first letter, the A, the Aleph base. And as the first letter of the Hebrew Lashon HaKodesh, Holy Tongue language, Aleph, as the first letter, instructs us that it means instruction, alluding to the sphere, the divine conduit of Chachma, of wisdom. This informs us that the Mashiach will communicate wonders via wisdom, meaning wisdom will now be accessible through the niflaos, the wonders of the creation. We will actually see Atik, which is something we cannot see now. Even for most of us, it's even hard to perceive intellectually, this inner dimension of the crown. We'll actually see Atik with the sight of wisdom. So wisdom, chokhmah, right brain thinking, if we get down to the very foundation of what we're talking about, leaves us still with a question. Why are we going to call the Messiah's Torah, Mashiach's Torah, thought? As we'll explain shortly, the faculty of thought processes subject matter. So a new phenomenon is being spoken of. The essence of Creator, the epitome of above worldliness, will be internalized by the garments of thought. That which is above world will be captured by our ability to spin letters to capture that godliness, that above worldliness. We'll perceive Atik. Now, for some people, I know this is a new thing, but for those who are learning Chassidus 5, 10, 20, 30, almost 40 years, Atik is something that we should be accustomed to, the Panemius of Atik, inner dimension of the divine crown. We'll perceive Atik via wisdom's sight. Yet that wisdom will be simultaneously be grasped, internalized, and revealed in the world by our faculty of thought. Meaning, we're going to see wonders. We're going to perceive wisdom. But then we'll be able to internalize and grasp onto them through our faculty of generating new letters of thought. As we can so understand that there's a teaching in the Kabbalah that the inner aspects of both wisdom and understanding are Atik, and we manifest by the Mashiach's Torah, the 50th gate of understanding. Read one more paragraph. To precipitate this revelation, even higher splitting must take place. While speech refers to emanations, attribute of kingship, meaning in the world of intellect, Olam Atzilos. Thought alludes to the Sphira, the divine conduit of Bina, of understanding. In order for thought and God's inwardness to shine below, we need a splitting in the sphere, in the divine conduit of understanding. It will be first required. So we bit off a lot. I have some familiarity with these ideas, and for those of you who for the first time, it's something to think about and quite frankly review, and all being very honest with you. And then from there, we try to move forward. Still have 7 more pages to talk about. The significance, the splitting of the Red Sea, the unique perspective that we of Israel can offer concerning our perception of the Messiah, not the Christian version, not the Islamic version, whatever versions there are, but the pristine, original traditions that we have, but what the Messiah must do. He must reveal wonders through wisdom. He must bring us to levels of thought beyond human thought. And yet we will remain precisely that, extremely human, with all our frailties, and hopefully going from level of strength to strength. Machaylo choil. And now let's get to the next mile with that award-winning smile.